It's coffee break. Okay, we got a good one here, guys. Sorry, I'm a little sick. I am sick.
Get ready because next week I'm gonna be sick because I can already feel it.
Yay! It's that season.
Yippee.
If you're sick, give yourself a round of applause.
You deserve it.
So last week we had the lovely honor of dropping our podcast
Yeah.
the morning that Nintendo decided to actually announce the Switch 2.
We had all the speculation
Yep,
and
and
everything.
we were just talking about it because we were just like, where is this thing? Mm-hmm. You know? And I was saying they had to do it before March.
They sure did.
They did it that day. And we'll learn about it April 2nd. We will talk more about the Nintendo Switch later in the podcast. I wanted to start with the Razzie nominations.
Okie dokie.
The Razzies got pushed, the nominations for the Razzies got pushed back due to the LA wildfires.
Makes sense.
They kept pushing them back from the 16th to the 22nd, and for some reason they released them on the 21st. And I was like, it's because the fires didn't matter about the Razzies.
Like time zones, they're like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it's close
time
enough.
Sure. Anyway, so our nominees. Something very interesting about this that I was reading was majority of the year's nominees were comic book films. Mm-hmm. And you can tell. And there were a lot of really bad comic book movies.
Yeah.
Thanks to Spider-Man.
Isn't that right?
Sony shitting out 2 of them. Also, big name actors got some Razzies.
Yeah, big name directors too.
Yeah, they went after some big guys here. So
I guess that's one of the side effects when all your movies, first of all, superhero movies still everywhere, but also all your movies are tentpole pictures.
Yes.
That means that even the bad ones are going to be attached to these big names.
yeah. So for worst picture, Borderlands, Joker 2,
Yeah.
Madam Web,
Yeah.
Megalopolis,
Yeah.
Reagan. Sorry.
So I've never seen a trailer for Reagan.
No, it's not for us.
I'm also amazed Joker makes several categories on here.
Yes.
I want to see it even more now. We can. It's been streaming for a while.
Yeah, we just haven't watched yet.
It's just, everything I heard was that it's boring, not bad, necessarily.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see. Who do you think should win Worst Picture?
I can't tell you because I haven't seen any of these films.
But which one would be funniest? Megalopolis.
Megalopolis would be the funniest. Oh my god.
Just because he was so whiny about it, about superhero movies ruining art.
Yep.
And then he made his big ol' art piece
And then
and
he
it was
just
garbage.
took a giant poop on it. Yeah. Worst director: S.J. Clarkson, Madam Web; Francis Ford Coppola, Megalopolis; Todd Phillips, Joker 2; Eli Roth, Borderlands; and Jerry Seinfeld for Unfrosted.
Woof.
Now, here I can tell you right now, Eli Roth.
You think so?
Yes, and this is what happened to Borderlands. He showed us he was working on it. He is credited as the director. When it came to the film having to do reshoots, he refused to come back. They got another director who did the reshoots, and then they tried to piece it all together, but his name is still on there as the director.
Crazy.
Basically, he abandoned his own project.
Well, probably because he
And-
saw that it was bad.
Yeah, and then they fixed it, and his name got stuck.
Rather than like do your job and fix it, you just try to run from it, but
Yeah.
he's still attached to you, buddy.
Now, Francis Ford Coppola, he did say some mean things, right? But he did fund his own movie, and he did get up and go out there and just make it.
He sure did.
He did it the old school way.
From what I know about how the movies are directed, because it's the worst director, Madam Web and Megalopolis, are the ones that I've only really heard people talking about. We watched Unfrosted. From a directing point of view, I don't think it's horrible. The story was bad.
Yes.
But for the directing, Madam Web sets up this thing that completely doesn't get resolved during the climax. I don't remember exactly what it is, though. She keeps having a vision about a specific letter on, a billboard. And then they get to the billboard, and then a completely different letter is
Oh my god.
But also, Megalopolis has that weird thing with its, editing with, splicing in action sequences into the middle of conversations for, a second to build tension, I think he said was his... I've only seen fan edits of how this looked. I haven't seen it from the movie itself. I hate it. It's skin-crawlingly bad from an editing and directing point of view.
That'd be interesting. No, I haven't heard anything about that. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you about Jerry Seinfeld not... He didn't deserve to be nominated.
He did. This was such a bad movie.
Okay. Worst actor, Jack Black for Dear Santa.
Which crazy. I didn't hear anything bad about Dear Santa.
Oh, it got negative reviews right off the bat. That's
just-
why I didn't even bother with it.
Well, I just didn't hear anyone talk about it.
Zachary Levi, Harold in the Purple Crayon. He's very excited about this.
He should deserve. I think he deserves to get this
Yeah,
one.
he's not happy, and he's trying to take the high road, and it's like, nobody likes you, dude. Joaquin Phoenix for Joker 2.
Yeah, that's the thing. I imagine, as bad as the movie is, I imagine his performance, and Lady Gaga as well for actress. I imagine their performances are fine.
Yeah.
It's just the script is bad.
Dennis Quaid for Reagan, as Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
And Jerry Seinfeld for playing his
For
character.
playing the one thing he always plays with himself.
Yeah.
What's the deal with Pop-Tarts?
That's just his comedy, you know?
His one shtick.
Yeah, we just go, what's the deal with coffee mugs? God, they're gonna love hearing that in the audio.
Sorry, I have a 0-calorie Cascade ice that I'm drinking, and the lid is real loud.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. I wanted something to keep my throat nice because I can feel it getting scratchy.
I would give it... God, I think it's going to go to Jack Black, but probably not here. It would probably go to Zachary Levi just because he's such a sore loser.
Also, Jack Black definitely deserves it from one of his other many roles he got nominated for.
Yeah, he's basically in here again.
Yeah.
Worst actress, Cate Blanchett for Borderlands.
I
Bryce Dallas Howard for Argyle. I would say for her work on Skeleton Crew.
I can't believe they got Cate Blanchett to be in Borderlands, and then it was bad.
Yeah.
She's like Galadriel, right?
Yeah.
You got Galadriel and you wasted her.
Why did you cast no offense to Kate, like she's a lot older.
But that's a huge thing about the whole cast. Everyone's like 30
40
years older than they're supposed to be.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be these like young kids out like 20 some odds, 30 some odds.
And I heard the theory was that they were pumping in big names.
Yeah.
They didn't want to do nobodies, and they didn't want to like struggle to find these kids, so they pumped in big names to try and fill it in.
Such a shame.
Yeah, I don't know. I do want to watch Borderlands. I just don't think I'm going to have fun.
No.
Bryce Dallas Howard for Argyle, Dakota Johnson, Madam Web, Lady Gaga, Joker 2, Jennifer Lopez, Atlas.
I don't know what Atlas is either.
Me either.
And usually people like Jennifer Lopez. Well...
No, this is the year to hate her, isn't it?
Yeah.
Worst supporting actor, Jack Black for Borderlands as Claptrap.
You gotta be really bad for just your voice performance when there's all those characters running around.
Kevin Hart for Borderlands.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf for Megaopolis. But they make it... They say in drag for the character.
So
So I'm guessing this character gets in drag and then he just botched the performance?
maybe. Or maybe it's like the character in and out of drag is supposed to be presented as two different people in concept.
I don't know.
That sounds like something Francis Ford Coppola would think is very clever.
Yeah. Tahar Rahim for Madam Web.
Who I think is the bad guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
He looks like Spider-Man, but isn't.
Yeah.
And then John Voight for Megaopolis, Reagan, Shadowland, Strangers.
Wow. He did a lot of bad things, John Voight.
So why is John Voight nominated? This broke a record. Why is he nominated for 4 films?
Uh-huh.
Well, I hate to bring in American politics.
Uh-oh.
But our new president, Donald J. Trump, has appointed 3 famous Hollywood actors to be the ambassadors of Hollywood, in which he has entrusted the president, these 3 great named actors, to make better films in Hollywood, to bring back...
Make movies great again.
Yes, from foreign countries.
What?
Yes. So these 3 ambassadors are set out to dominate Hollywood.
Sure.
So who does he choose? John Voight,
Why?
because he's in his 70s and he probably likes him.
That's going to be the answer for all of them, I bet.
Sylvester Stallone.
Stallone.
Yeah.
Wait. He's Italian.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh my god, the last one's the best one.
Oh, please.
It couldn't get any better. Mel Gibson. He's Australian.
Oh, we're really bringing it back to these American roots.
And I'm pretty sure he got kicked out of Hollywood because he's kind of hateful towards. Let's just be racist.
Like,
He's just racist.
He's like notoriously horrible.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my god.
Wow.
I'm very upset that Sylvester Stallone got grouped in with those guys.
Yeah, but Stallone's like, why are you talking about me? Leave me out of this.
Now, I knew John Voight was a Republican. I knew Mel Gibson was a Republican. Mm-hmm. That makes sense to me. Sylvester being a Republican, maybe.
I don't.
But I also just don't see him as that guy who is like.
Has he commented on this at all?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. I just found this out before I started the podcast. That's why I came running downstairs and I was like, we gotta go now.
Because I don't know, man.
Were you expecting that?
No, I was like,
How did you get blindsided by this?
He's like, you put on your trucker hat and you turn it around the other direction.
Dude, every time I turn my hat around, it's like a switch goes off in my head. One of the greatest quotes ever.
You know, I should have expected this because only Donald Trump would be dumb enough to be like, we're bringing it back to America. Here's two non-American people.
Well, Sylvester Stallone is American.
Yeah, but he's
got strong Italian heritage.
Yeah.
So, yeah. John Voight will win this. That's just Hollywood saying, fuck you.
Yes.
Worst supporting actress, Ariana DeBose.
I think you put too much accent on it, but that's fine.
DeBose.
DeBose? DeBois?
Leslie Ann Down for Reagan, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Emma Roberts for Madam Web. Amy Schumer for Unfrosted. And FKA Twigs, The Crow.
I forgot Amy Schumer was in Unfrosted. She was bad in it, but she's bad in most everything she's in.
Amy Schumer is a terrible actress and comedian.
Just like, it's no wonder she's here. She's just like Jerry Seinfeld. She just has the one joke that she does over and over again.
Yeah.
I'm fat, but I like to flirt. It's like, we get it. Also, get a better idea of your self-image. Like, she talks about it constantly. It's like, respect yourself more.
You know, it's weird. I think of Melissa McCarthy. Mm-hmm. And I just, like, the overweight... Mm-hmm. But I'm funny still.
Yeah.
Right? And the way she plays it compared to Amy.
Well, you notice, she was in Unfrosted. Her name's not on here.
That's true. And she's a great actress.
She is. She also doesn't make that her one joke.
No.
Also.
No, I really appreciate her work.
Yeah.
The worst screen combo. Any two obnoxious characters, but especially Jack Black, Borderlands.
Man, it was going to be hard to do Claptrap because Claptrap is annoying. And sucks that they failed.
Yeah. Any two unfunny, quote unquote, comedic actors on Frosted.
Yep.
So the entire cast.
Yes.
And then the entire cast of Megapolis. no one got excluded. Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga, and Dennis Quaid and Penelope Ann Miller as Ronnie and Nancy Reagan.
Yeah.
And then...
Woof. Bad lineup all around.
Yeah, I mean, they were kind of brutally honest about some of those things, huh? Mm-hmm. Worst remake, ripoff, or sequel? The Crow.
Yep.
Joker. Craven. Mufasa.
Ugh.
And Rebel Moon 2, The Scargiver.
You know what? Good on them for acknowledging Mufasa and Rebel Moon on here. They deserved more nominations, I'm gonna say.
Go Rebel Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rebel Moon. Our favorite not Star Wars.
You know what? Right now, it's my favorite not Star Wars for sure. I don't want anything to do with Star Wars.
We'll get to it.
Okay. Worst screenplay, Joker, Craven, Madam, Megapolis, Reagan.
Yeah.
It's gonna go to Madam. From what you just told me, that sounds like a script issue.
Well, it just sounds like a 2001 movie. You know? Mm-hmm. Like Megalopolis is new bad. Madam Web is old bad.
Yeah. I wrote this random thing in here, but I never followed through with it.
Like a professional.
Yeah. There's this new game that was announced this week for PlayStation 5 called Code Violet, which was a third-person survival horror game.
Oh, was this the one about dinosaurs?
Yeah, with dinosaurs. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that looks fun. But that's all I wrote.
Well, I guess we'll look into it.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it. I guess this summer I'll be excited for it.
Surprise! We like dinosaurs.
Yeah, I was just thinking about dinosaurs, and I thought you'd be interested.
I like. Who doesn't like some dinosaurs?
What
you
was
know?
just gonna do with dinosaurs? Oh my god, Walking with Dinosaurs is coming back.
Oh my god! Really?
Yeah, they teased off the first shots.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
And now they're accurate because it's been 25 years since I grew up watching Walking with Dinosaurs. I love it. I love the whole trilogy and Allosaurus spinoff.
They've had a couple of like dinosaur documentary things, like with David Attenborough.
Yep.
And oh man,
Yeah, he's
good
just like,
stuff.
it's awesome.
It's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
It's the little things that keep me going.
And the Walking with Dinosaurs is coming back, and I'm just so excited.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Until we deal with the sea creatures, and then I go, no, I don't want to deal with
Well,
that.
maybe they'll show us the little ones that like Ammonite and Amstar are based on. Those
Yeah, if you find
floating demons.
yeah, you find those. Guess what eats those?
Yeah, giant squid.
And what eats those? There's
Giant-
always a bigger fish.
It's true.
Thank you, Qui-Gon, back when Star Wars was good. Christopher Columbus, the director of Harry Potter, not the famous explorer, if that's what we wanted to define him as,
Not the famous murderer.
is excited about the new Harry Potter show.
Well,
He was talking about how doing his 2 films, they struggled a lot to put as much of the book as they wanted to into it. And he said with having episodes like this, you can tell the book way better.
yeah, I'm still on the page of it should be animated. What's the point of doing it live action again? We've gotten that. Make it animated. Go all out with the spells, but if you make it animated, you don't need to worry about your kids growing out of age for your cast if it's animated.
Well, you have good points there.
I know.
But it's very, very way too late to do this.
No.
Did you hear Gary Oldman joke about he's now the age to play Dumbledore? And I was like, dude, do it.
So that's the thing.
But like, seriously.
Because we rewatched them recently, and it's the thing of, the first movie is not good, especially the kid actors.
Yes.
They're saying their lines for sure, but the thing is, every other actor, every adult, Hagrid, the Dursleys, McGonagall, Dumbledore, Snape, every single adult actor is this huge, big name, really beloved.
Yes.
And they really carry the film in spite of these subpar performances from the kids. And so it really hinges on that. And I don't think they realize this. Do we have a cast at all for this?
No, they haven't cast it yet. They're doing it right now.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, it's way too early to speculate and just have fun. Just know that I think it's interesting that a lot of people who worked on the original series are excited about this.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
I guess so.
Or Warner Brothers is paying people off.
Yeah, I would believe that one.
I'm still excited for it. I don't really care. I just want to see what they could do.
I just don't want J.K. Rowling to get more money.
Okay.
I mean,
You're just going to be stuck with it.
can you blame me?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Wait, maybe the mold will get to her before.
Yeah, in her moldy house. Benedict Cumberbatch has revealed that Doctor Strange is not in Doomsday,
Damn.
but he is a central part to Secret Wars.
Didn't we do Secret Wars? No, that
The
was...
Secret Invasion, bro. The war hasn't begun.
I hate the scroll. I think they're boring.
And that a third film for Doctor Strange is being developed.
Nice. Cool.
I don't know how Marvel feels about this.
Who knows?
But I was like, okay, at least I don't have to anticipate him being in Doomsday.
Yeah. I wonder if America is going to be in any of them.
America Chavez?
Yeah,
that's cool, dude. Yeah. You keep that going. Yeah.
Well, we were
Will
just...
Agatha be in any of these either? I mean,
She lit. No.
no.
She's in just a different dimension, right?
Well, she's a ghost.
No, not Agatha. America.
She can go into different dimensions, yeah.
Yeah, but she was still alive.
Yeah.
She just went away.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, dude,
Also, I hope...
she's forgotten about.
Also, I hope Agatha is. I would kill for a scene of Billy talking to nobody, and everyone's like, that kid's crazy. And
Yeah.
then he's talking to Agatha.
Yeah.
That I would be over the moon.
Did we talk about how Catherine Hahn is being eyed to play Mother Gothel in the live-action Tangled?
I'm like, I'm annoyed because I'm like, this could work really well.
I think it's the perfect idea.
And I'm like, please let this one be good. If this actually works out, please let this one be actually good.
It's a fantastic idea to have around. Mm-hmm. So I do want to see more Doctor Strange. I really enjoyed that second one. The first one I've come back to enjoy a little better, and his time with the Avengers is interesting.
From what I know about Doctor Strange, I don't think he'll die.
No.
Technically.
No, he's not even Sorcerer Supreme yet.
Well, I mean...
We have to kill off, what's his friend? Benedict.
Don't give it a Wong. He's been around... Benedict Cumberbatch and Benedict Wong.
Yeah. Is his character's name Wong?
Yeah,
Jesus.
his name is Wong and his character's name is Wong.
Yeah, okay. Nice. Just wanted to let that out there. We lost a master director this year, David Lynch.
Yeah, crazy.
It is.
That's insane. He was really good.
I swear I thought he was talking about, like, wanting to make a movie this year.
Well,
And then, yeah.
yeah.
I was just like, wow.
It has been, like, at least it's sparked a lot of people to talk about the cool things he's done.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of, he did, what was that show called? The sad one about them.
Firewalk with me?
No, about them interviewing the serial killers.
Oh my god.
What is that?
Mindhunter.
Mindhunter.
Yeah.
The episodes he directed were the ones that had the most pizzazz.
Yeah. I think about his work with Eraserhead.
Yeah, I don't want to think about Eraserhead.
I just can't wrap my mind around that one. And, yeah. Mindhunter. Twin Peaks.
Yeah, huh?
You know.
Man. We should watch Twin Peaks.
No, because it doesn't resolve itself. And I don't want to sit there struggling with it. Yeah, no, it's just a bummer, and too bad we lost one.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Oh, well.
And Silent Hill F. Yes, this is a game that was mentioned many years ago, along with a Silent Hill 2 remake, which we got to see last year. Mm-hmm. I would say that was the best game I played last year, but I haven't played Wukong yet. Mm-hmm. And I saw Angry Joe's top 10, and it made me even more hyped.
Nice.
But Silent Hill F has kind of gone into quietness, right? Mm-hmm. And apparently it got raided by the South Korean government. Yeah. Which means that Konami's looking to push this thing onto the market.
What rating did they give it?
Not safe for kids.
Wow. Who would have guessed?
So we're on par for the course.
Steady as she goes.
Yep. Good. Sounds right. And I was just like, well, they haven't shown off anything, but now they're trying to get it, like, tested. So are we going to see another Silent Hill release this year?
I would be down for that.
Dude.
Especially because from what I remember from F, it looked real cool. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm ready.
Well, this one...
nothing happened.
This one's supposed to take place in, like, 1960s rural Japan or something like that?
Yeah. And I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's like, cool, let's do this.
Based off of, oh man, Empire.
Of the Sun?
No.
Fortune magazine.
That one show. It was like in feudal Japan. Not feudal Japan. But they were like with the zombies. Korea.
Kingdom?
What I was close.
Empire.
I was close.
Empire is
I remember it was
like an ABC show about a black family trying to run the music industry.
Oh, you're right. I remembered it was like a word for like a hierarchy of like a governing power. I was close. I was close.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I said feudal Japan, and it's a Korean show.
Yeah. However you want to be dominated.
They had a zombie story, and that was really cool. And
Yeah.
I liked this, like,
The time setting of it.
Yes.
Because, yeah, they didn't really have technology. That guy had that one rifle.
And he only knew how to use it because he was a tiger hunter.
Yeah, and he could only shoot one round.
Yeah.
And then the prince and his buddy, they had
Swords.
swords. Yeah,
It was
long.
And it was
story.
cool. It was really cool because how they did their zombies
Yeah, it was darkness and cold.
Yeah, it was because and then winter was coming in, and they weren't stuck being only nocturnal because it was cold during the day now.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. So I just thought that was interesting. I'm just going to leave that there for everyone to just salivate on.
Nice.
I would be just flabbergasted and just,
Hopefully it gets announced at least.
dude, I would probably just stop thinking about Resident Evil 9 for a week.
Jokes on you, I never stop thinking about Resident Evil 9.
You're always thinking about it like me?
I'm always, well, I can't. It makes it harder when you're talking about it all the
When
time.
I'm always talking. I really do talk about it a lot, don't I?
I'm excited.
I'm like, what is it?
I want to know what gimmick they do.
Now, Nintendo.
Yeah.
It's Switch 2 time. Mm-hmm. Switch 2, the name, official. We don't have to play around with it.
Yep.
I like it.
I saw people complaining about it.
No, there's a lot of complaints.
I saw someone being like, this is as bad as the Wii U. And I'm like, it objectively isn't. Because people thought the Wii U was an add-on.
Yes.
Because it sounds like an add-on.
Yes.
Like the Wii board
Mm-hmm.
for like your Wii Fit and whatever. Switch 2, definitively. Second one.
Yep.
The next one. The new one. Switch 2. Short, sweet, to the point. And I'm like, fine. If they named it anything else, people might have gotten confused again.
Now it looks exactly like a Switch. It is larger.
Yep.
It is noticeably larger.
Yes. Much more closer to my Steam Deck, I
Yes,
would say.
yes.
Based off of what I saw.
Yeah, I didn't see exact measurements, but I have seen them side by side to each other. Mm-hmm. The Joy-Cons have been changed.
Yeah.
The way they connect.
Yes.
Now they plug in instead of that slide latch.
I see a lot. I prefer this. I hate the slide latch.
I hate it too. I wish it was the magnetic thing that they were talking about in the theory.
I bet magnets are hard with technology, though. You know.
Well, here's the thing. Because I have this vape, and I'm not selling drugs to you kids, but I've got this vape, and I've got a magnetic battery that can just attach to it, and that helps draw out the vapor better, right? You can just walk around with that in your pocket. It's fine. There's a magnet on the back of my phone.
Aren't Amiibo controlled with magnet? Isn't there like a magnet?
Yeah, I don't think magnets are that big of an issue as they were back in the day.
I just wonder if, like, especially with the Amiibo thing, like, it wouldn't necessarily work. But that's all speculation. I don't know how magnets work.
I also was seeing that now because it's changed to a plug-in port, that this is where all your problems are actually going to come. Because you're going to start building gunk. I mean, look at your phone. When was the last time you plugged that thing in? Because mine doesn't really plug into much.
Yeah, you gotta, like, dig out the gunk and stuff.
Yep,
Which
because it's been sitting in my pocket.
Like to do. I enjoy cleaning devices. I
Because
don't
you're
think...
autistic.
Yes, we talked about liking dinosaurs. But I keep seeing people be like, oh, that one little clasp right there, that's gonna break off. And I keep being like, no, this is Nintendo. They dropped the, like, 3DS like 5,000 times to make sure it was going to be stable.
Nice.
Like, they're not going to give you this thing that's
You know
weak
what they
and fragile.
should have really tested it on? If your little brother washes it in the sink.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Immediately killed it.
oh, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, so, I mean, not breaking after 500 times, fine, but if Super Soaker equals dead.
Well, there's only so much you can do about
Yeah.
it. And I saw one picture, it was a drawing of someone holding it by the Joy-Con, like up, like pointed down, and being like, what if you accidentally hit the button and it falls? And then it was like, well, then don't hold it like an idiot. That's your fault at that point.
Is that how it unlatches? You press the button?
There's like a button, yeah.
Okay. On the Switch itself, there is a C port on the back. That makes me very excited. I did not see an auxiliary cord outlet, which we're finally moving away from those things. It makes sense.
Yes.
C port is a lot stronger and it's more universal.
Finally, Nintendo plays with other people.
I know. It was crazy because even Apple's been playing with the C port, and it's like, okay, so this is going to be it. This is the one we finally all got along with, right? We can keep going from here.
Just you wait. Which asshole is going to be the one to switch?
I made the D port.
Yeah. One last comment on the
It'll be an ambassador of electronics.
Yeah. One last thing on like how people think it's going to be real breakable. When we got the Switch,
Yes.
I thought it was super fragile.
Yeah.
Like when I held it, it felt plasticky.
It still does.
Flimsy.
Yeah.
And it holds up very well.
Yeah.
In spite of all that. Mm-hmm. This one looks bigger, tougher. I am going to have faith in Nintendo.
Me too. The controller. Mm-hmm. There is some speculation about that Joy-Con because at one point they flip over onto their like stomachs, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's the inner part that goes into the Switch.
Like, you're not wrong.
And then it just started moving around, and I was like, is it a mouse?
I don't...
It looks like you can use it like a mouse.
Are they going to bring back point-and-click adventures?
They might.
I don't see what the point of making your controller a mouse would be when you could just leave it normal and get, like, infinitely more buttons. You know?
Yeah. Well... What's the fad of video gaming in Japan right now?
I don't know.
Yeah, see? And then I was like, maybe that would be my answer.
The only thing I can think of, a stylus would be used to draw.
Yeah.
And they tried having the, like, point thing with the Wiimote, and no one could draw because everyone's hands are real shaky, especially mine.
Yeah.
If it was a mouse, you would have better control over it.
Why don't you just get a stylus? Just like the 3DS. Bam, we're back at the 3DS. You
That-
should have made a
that's-
3DS, guys. This is trash.
Just make the 3DS again.
And it has a better kickstand.
Yes.
Which-
She
wow.
gets a lowrider now.
Yeah. But it's... I hate putting the kickstand out.
Oh, it's so worthless.
Yeah.
There is no point.
It's incredibly difficult to pull it out.
A lot of it is, like, clawing open the thing to put the cartridge in.
Yeah.
It's very, like not fun.
No, it's not.
Tightly packed up together.
Yeah. We saw that there's one game for it announced already.
Yeah.
Mario Kart 8, the infinity of us taking your money from the same game over and over again.
Yeah, people keep saying it's Mario Kart 9, and I'm like, it's gonna be infinite again.
Yeah.
Just with a new track.
Everyone, actually, you could pre-order Mario Kart 8 for the Switch 2 now. It's Mario Kart 8.
It's, I don't,
Yeah, it's just new tracks, new characters, that's all.
I am in hell. I will never get my double dash.
Yeah.
Unless they put GameCube on the Nintendo store, which would be amazing.
It would be. So, how do I feel about the Switch? How do you feel about the Switch?
Switch 2?
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think it looks cool. I think it looks neat.
Nice.
I am excited to learn more.
Yeah.
I like how it sparked the conversation of why do we classify things by month, day, year rather than day, month, year?
Yeah. You
And,
can't
like,
just throw numbers at us,
And
guys.
I'm like, I agree.
I hate it.
Really?
Yeah. I
Too
gotta be a
simple?
hater, bro. Because there's not enough information. All you showed me was just a souped up Switch.
It's just a Switch but bigger.
Yeah, and I was like, this is what I was afraid it was gonna be.
Well, we don't know any of the specs or anything
I
yet.
know. So then why did you bother to be like, oh, it's here, and then be like, no, wait until April 2nd?
I think it was actually a good thing. So now we have an idea. We
Yeah.
can speculate and talk about it.
Yeah.
And then now we know when that day rolls around, everyone is going to be talking about it. Everyone's going to be prepared to talk
Well,
about
you're
it.
going to know who the hardcore fans are on April Fools when they take everything very seriously. Because we're going to be sitting there going, is it going to be better? It's the same thing.
It might also be
It's
that
the same thing.
They probably wanted to announce it before Pokemon Day because Pokemon Day is right around the corner.
Yeah, so that was the other thing we were talking about. That now that this has been revealed, this hopefully will force the Pokemon company's hand to be like, okay, here's Zaw.
Yeah.
And it is for the Switch too.
They don't like announcing things until they can 100% guarantee they're going to deliver on some of their promises.
Yeah.
So they probably wanted to announce it, but not reveal everything, because they probably don't have everything 100% figured out just yet.
Yeah.
So, that's my guess.
I need more information. Otherwise, it just looks like another Switch to me.
Without any of the color.
No, I do like the color. And I like that its innards are colorful too.
I will be honest. I've played a lot of the Switch over the last couple of days.
It's because you stolen mine, yes?
It was ours. It was a joint gift. Anyway, we have the yellow and purple Joy-Cons.
Yes.
I hate them. And I've stared at them a lot over the last 2 days.
Nice.
And I think they are ugly as hell.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Just black with a splash of color sounds lovely.
I do like it. It's a nice, slim, trim look.
Yeah.
Sleek. I like it. Question of the week. I've already asked if you're excited about the Switch too. Everyone is.
Do you think it's a mouse? And if you do, what do you think it's for?
Yeah.
Everyone talked about it being a mouse. I thought it was just a funky way of getting the controllers to move around, you know?
Yeah, see, I was looking at that thinking like, oh, it's just moving around like it's like ice skating or something, right? Mm-hmm. And then I started really looking at pictures of it and I was like, it's a mouse.
Like L1, R1, or...
And it's shaped almost ergonomically where if you grabbed it with your little 3 fingers, you can move it.
It would be L2 and L1, or R2 and R1 could be your mouse buttons, theoretically. But it also feels like it would be real narrow. Like a real... Ugh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could at least right-click, right?
I mean, I don't know.
Isn't that point-and-click adventures?
Yes, technically.
Okay, box office trolls.
What? Box office trolls? Already? Who'd have guessed?
I know, right? Number 1, Mufasa. I don't know why. I don't. Number 2, One of Them Days. And it is. Mufasa's still winning.
This was your chance.
Number 3, Wolfman. Does not matter because a better Wolfman movie is coming out this year.
No. It's like the pizza scale from Night in the Woods. All pizza is good. Like, you can have the scale of how good the pizza is, but all pizza is good. All Wolfman movies are good.
Okay.
I like werewolves. I always thought they were way cooler. I am ready for this to be the age of a bunch of werewolf movies. I am here for it. I think they're fun. I think they're neat.
Okay. Well, Roger Eggers' next film is called Werewolf.
It's not spelled how you think it would be.
No, I spelled it correctly for you, by the way.
Yeah, it's like the wolf has a U in it.
Yeah, and it's, I've read 13th, I've read 14th century England, where it'll be very much like The Witch. They'll be speaking very accent heavy. And yeah, they're hunting down a werewolf.
I'm crushed that it's not a Labyrinth remake, but I'll wait with bated breath.
Well, I also saw that he's going to release it this year, and I'm like, how? It usually takes you like 2 to 3 years to get this stuff done.
Maybe it's a smaller, like a short film?
I guess somebody gave him a lot of money after they saw Nosferatu. They're like, that was cool.
He's been busy.
I'm going to bet the wolf will be Willem Dafoe.
He would be great at it.
Number 4, Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Which I think is...
Soon.
Not streaming, but it is available to purchase digitally now.
Yes. Number 5, Den of Thieves Pantera.
Good for them.
Number 6, Moana 2.
Okay.
Number 7, Nosferatu.
Yay!
Number 8, A Complete Unknown.
Sure.
Just like you're starting to get forgotten in the box office.
Yeah, I keep being like, which one's that one?
Number 9, Wicked. Number
Cool.
10, Baby Girl.
Baby Girl. I
It's an A24 film.
can't believe Wicked, 9 weeks, still in the top 10.
Yep.
Good for them.
Yeah.
And people thought this one was going to be a huge flop.
Yeah. So, Alien Romulus review came out.
Finally.
We've talked about Alien Romulus. It's fine. I think I made my points really clear in that one.
Yeah. You've been struggling with copyright. And
Yes.
we talked about it. I think we figured out a way to help you with your editing to
Yep.
help avoid the copyright.
And the newest one, Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, got copyrighted.
Yeah.
So it's done. It's just sitting in the tank. So I'll tell you, next week is Saw 2.
Yeah.
Just because it was supposed to be pirates. I'm sorry, guys. That's just the way the cookie crumbled on me.
Yeah.
Just
But
be excited. There's another one.
we sure did watch Saw 2.
Yeah, and are we going to remember Saw 2 for next week? Or should we talk about it right now?
We can?
Okay,
Unless you
we'll
wanna-
save it for next
Yeah.
week.
If
we remember it.
We'll wait for your review so we don't tread on it. You know?
Yeah, yeah. I was going to talk about pirates. That was going to be my big thing. But
Yeah.
because it got pushed back, I guess we're going to wait on that cool conversation about how to introduce characters and comic relief characters and storylines and twisting the plots. Because it's a really fun and interesting film. We're going to talk about the shit show known as Star Wars Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, we watched it. We watched the whole thing.
You watched half of it.
I did. I missed an episode, which I don't regret, and then it was playing while I was
I
playing.
thought I watched most of it by myself.
No, I was there. I was just playing my Switch. I played Lolo on the NES. I won.
Okay, so then you watched it and you missed that one episode.
Yes.
Okay. So I was excited at first. Not like super jazzed about it, but I was like, okay, let's see what this is. It's a baby's first Star Wars.
Something neat, something interesting.
And, you know, I love the world of Star Wars, clearly. Mm-hmm. Let's go on an adventure. Let's have fun.
Yeah.
And I was enjoying the kids. And they found this cool spaceship, which they thought was a Jedi temple, but it wasn't.
I liked their garbage ship. Their, like, nasty garbage ship.
Yep.
I liked their, like, rough, gruff boxer droid.
SB-33.
With a rat in its head.
Yep.
I was like, that's a very fun companion and pet to have tag along with them.
Yep. And they go off on this adventure where they end up meeting a pirate.
Yeah.
And he's not a pirate until you really find out. But of course he's the pirate.
Yeah.
He's the only adult that's really interacting with the kids.
I knew the twist immediately, because someone from, like, an old crew of his, this was, like, episode 2, by the way, when they were trying to escape the planet, someone was like, Silvo? Captain Silvo. And I'm like, oh, it's Treasure Planet.
Yes, so you would have caught on to his other name. He has many names. Jod. Jod. My bad.
Yeah, because I remember I was like, why Jod? Oh,
Yeah.
it's John. Long
And-
John.
Long John Silvo.
Yep.
Okay. And I knew he was the villain right away when he was casted at all. I was like, dude, why is Jude Law hanging out with children? There's no other way other than he's creeping on
I
them.
was like, he's the villain. Yep, that's it.
It's because I can't get his performance of AI out of my mind.
And he wasn't a villain in AI.
No, he's
But
a
he-
sex robot, and it's too much.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
That whole
And he was
movie.
hanging out with Haley Osment.
Haley Joel Osment.
Yes,
That movie's garbage.
It is.
Also,
that should have got a Razzie.
it was so bad.
It's crazy because AI is Kubrick's work presented by Spielberg. And you're like, these guys are the big guys,
You get
right?
the worst of both of them. You
Yeah,
get
somehow.
Spielberg's buffoonery and, like, Kubrick's, like, too much.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there was aliens at the end. It's
So
like,
I'll also be the guy that'll tell you Kubrick wasn't that good.
no.
He did do some cool things. He's just not that cool.
No.
You know? Fight me later. Skeleton Crew. It's okay, so we got kid actors. You kept complaining about the kid actors, and I was like,
yeah.
you can't just keep doing that. I get it.
I don't. The thing is, and I don't want to blame them because they're kids, and I try to be forgiving for kids. You know, they don't have years of experience. The biggest thing killing me was that they had, like, ideas of interesting personalities, but they weren't doing anything with their hands. Every single line of dialogue, their hands, they just stood at attention the entire time. And that's a thing kid actors do because they don't know what to do with their bodies when they're remembering their lines. And that's fine, but it made them less interesting as characters.
Yes. My real thing. So it's basically Treasure Planet, which is Treasure Island.
Yes.
it doesn't really connect into any other bigger Star Wars lore.
No.
Yeah, like the Republic's there, and there's that one pirate from like Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, he has the Force, technically.
And Jod has the Force, which we found out like he was rescued by a Jedi at some point. Whatever. Mm-hmm. At Aten is the treasure planet. Mm-hmm. At Aten is the home of these children.
Yeah.
That has been kept safe by the galaxy, the forces greater in the galaxy, so they can continue to press and mint coin.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
These are the Republic credits.
Yes.
I never once in my entire existence went, oh my god, where does Star Wars space money come from? Why? Who the hell over there was like, throw a couple $100,000 million at that. Let's make that our thing, huh?
It is so confusing, because I can see... I know I went on my little rant earlier about making Harry Potter animated, but I could really clearly see, like, a vision of this as, like, an animated series.
Yeah.
We have our squad of kids and their cool robot to protect them whenever things get tough. The one is training to be a Jedi.
Yep.
You got the sassy captain. You have their cute pet rat. And then you have the villains, Team Rocket over here. Jod Silvo and his crew of gross pirates. And it's them going on misadventures, helping people, seeing worlds. And then the pirates show up and they save the day. And misadventures. Like, it very much like... Oh, Time Chasers? Is that what?
Time Bandits?
It was a PBS animated show.
Clock Stoppers.
They had like a bird guy.
What the
I didn't watch it much, but yeah, things like that, like misadventures, like that.
Okay.
Little Einsteins or whatever.
Okay.
Just misadventures, like, and then having it just be this very small encapsulated story of, and this is where our money comes from. Felt like someone dropped the ball in the creation stage or the development stage. I'm going to guess her name begins with
Okay. I can't, like, express how upset I am about this, because there was The Acolyte. Mm-hmm. And we found out a lot of people are sexist and racist.
Yep.
And then we just trashed it. We never watched it, and you let down. Probably that was a story. That was a really good story.
Yeah.
We were going to learn the origins of the Sith. That's like all we ever asked for. But no, screw that idea. Let's tell Treasure Planet.
and another thing, so it's like aimed for, and a lot of people didn't even bother watching it, because you start watching it and it's very clearly aimed for a much younger audience.
Yes.
Very much for
Yes.
kids. But it also isn't.
No, there are adult things in there.
Well, like, the kids aren't the cool ones, usually. They usually just run around.
Yeah.
And then...
They're just learning to explore.
Yeah, and... It gets too... I'm not going to say too violent. Kids can handle plenty of violence and stuff. But there's times where it feels like it's trying too hard to be dramatic and serious. Perhaps an attempt to, like, recapture the adult audience's, like, attention.
Yeah.
It just feels like it didn't know what it wanted to be. It feels like two different ideas fighting each other.
Yeah, there is violence, and I guess in the original story there would have been violence. The Treasure Island, right? Jod does kill people.
Yeah.
He went up straight to that bounty hunter after he got captured in a claw, and he just shot him in the head. Mm-hmm. It didn't show you that, but it showed you, like, it very much, he did that.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is a heartless guy. At the end of the whole thing, after the Republic comes in to get him, right? The kids are safe. We never concluded what happened to him.
I was so flabbergasted.
But with the story just stopped.
Like, I literally said, wait, that's it?
Yeah. So I don't like this. And I feel ripped off, and I don't like Star Wars anymore.
It was this thing, because I was watching Acolyte, and I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Star Wars before, but I was like, now I'm into it.
Yeah, but watching it the second time for Omega 13, like, I was just like, I'm really getting this. I love it.
And then I watched this,
and
I just lost all that interest and intrigue, and it was boring and bland and Route 1.
I did not come into the series wanting to hate it. I knew that it was for children. and I knew what I was going to be dealing with. I just didn't expect to be told a story I've been told 1,000 times before and have nothing new or fun to talk about.
It was also muddy. It was gray.
It was very dark and gray.
It was so dim, and I was like, where's the colors?
The craziest thing, there was very few shots where they're actually outside.
Yeah.
The rest of it is all on stages.
And I get that, but also, man...
Like, if your set is a ship, fine, you get away with it. Right? But one of the things is, like, in Star Wars, they land on a planet, they get to go explore the outside world.
Yeah, they
just walked into more sets.
Yeah, and it was really lame and very cheap looking.
Yes.
And especially if it was for kids, I think they should have blasted the saturation a lot more.
Yeah.
Because, dang, that show was missing any sort of charm.
Yeah.
Any visual pizzazz. Like, you could show me a clip from it, and I probably wouldn't even register what it is. Because it just had nothing going on. Nothing unique. Unless you show me 33.
Yeah. SP-33. He is now part of that opening with Star Wars.
They keep nailing the droids.
Yeah.
You can't do a bad droid.
Okay. If we want to give it a positive, SP-33. There are moments where you can tell he's just a puppet. Where you can only see his upper half and his arms are moving. Right?
A very cool puppet.
Yep. And his head moves too and his eyes flicker. And I think he can move his mouth. I could be wrong. There are moments where he does just get up and it's just straight up a full robot just moving, and you're like, that is awesome.
Like, I think it was episode 2 when him and Jod see each other on the ship, and they're having like a confrontation, and he like his pistons start firing, and he gets big and tall.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this could be cool, and then it never was.
No, he's too old and beat up to do anything like that.
It was also like his actor did very good.
Yes, that was Nick Frost.
Yeah.
Shaun of the Dead.
You said Atten, and I can't stop thinking about I ain't heard of no Atten in his voice.
Yeah. He says it a lot.
Yeah.
Watch. I'm going to be that one kid in the theater, like Mandalorian 3, where they're like, we have to go to Atten. I'll be like, finally! It paid off!
Yeah! Whoa!
Skeleton Crew! Other than that, there was no reason to tell that story. If you guys enjoyed it, tell me why.
I don't think anyone watched it.
I think people watched it because there wasn't much to watch.
I guess.
And that was it. That was okay.
I'd rather watch Goosebumps.
Yeah, Goosebumps. We got to get back to that.
We're 3 episodes from the end.
Yes.
It's been good.
It has.
I've enjoyed it a lot. It's gotten way better.
Yeah. What are you doing this week besides getting sick?
Oh, I'm sick. I have a short little video. It's about the Amazing Digital Circus.
Nice.
It's a theory video.
Nice.
I think the theory's been disproven. I don't look into theories, so whenever I think of one, I'm like, oh, here we go, and then I type up the script, and then I'm so afraid I'll post it, and it'll just be a million comments of people being like, yeah, we had this one. It's no, we're over this one, and I'm like, no.
Okay. Power on. Thank you for following me. This one, the thumbnail's ugly, and it was because I just saw this ugly NPC, and I was like, I have to take a picture of her.
I did a double take. I looked at your computer, and I was like, what the hell?
It is fun. It's just me being stuck in the bazaar trying to figure out the whole marketplace system just for an assassination.
That bazaar.
Yeah, no, it's like based on a real giant
shopping district.
Yes, you've
Cool.
seen it in movies where it's like almost dark when they go in there and it's just a bunch of shops.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the audio, I don't know what it is, but my mic volume is very low.
Dang.
And I was listening back to it and I was like, oh, that sucks. So I'm just telling you that you probably don't have to hear my voice too much. You probably just hear me muttering about how I'm going to kill somebody.
Being lost.
Yeah. I'm working on Saw 2. Alien Romulus is out.
Yeah.
Enjoy that. And answer the questions.
Yeah.
That was it. I hope you guys have a good one.
Yep.
Stay safe. And stay healthy.
Yes. If you get sick, get lozenges. Drink water.
Just stay at home. Don't go to school. Don't go to work. Just stay home.
Yeah. We told you to, so you can. Your favorite podcast told you to stay home. Let's do it.
Nice. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we're gonna test. And I wanted to tell you, I was so not okay going to work this morning.
No?
No. At one point, I stopped on this dirt road because I realized I could see over this fence, and I saw this really nice neighborhood, and it was also just so cold
Uh-huh.
that when I got off my scooter, I took one step down, and I like stepped in gravel that was like at the edge of a mound, and I was about to fall down.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
And then I caught myself, but then yeah, it took me like a minute to get right again.
Oh.
And I was just like, oh, and I was so confused where I was. So yeah, you get to look forward to that when you get sick tomorrow.
Yippee!
Yep.
So I get to just lay in bed and leave reality.
Yeah, and you will. You will have those dreams that were like too real.
Yeah.
Like the cockroaches in the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.